And I'd like to focus on immigration, which polls indicate is a big issue here in South Carolina, as it was in New Hampshire. Senator McCain, the president's push for immigration reform failed mainly because of disagreements over your plan for dealing with the 12 million people now here illegally. You say you've learned your lesson, you'd secure the borders first, okay? Then how would you deal with the illegals?
Actually, it failed because the American people had no trust or confidence in the federal government to do its job. Because we had passed a law in 1986 that said we'd allow citizenship, and actually what happened was that we didn't secure the borders as we promised. So Americans need to restore their trust and confidence. I know how to secure the borders. I come from a border state where our borders are broken. More people come across our border illegally every year than most any other state. And I will secure the borders first, and I will have the border states' governors certify that those borders are secured. And we can do it with UAVs, with vehicle barriers, with walls, and with high-tech and cameras. The remaining 12 million, obviously 2 million of them who have committed crimes have to be rounded up and deported immediately. They cannot stay in our society. And we must then, in my view, address it in as humane and compassionate way as possible. The 3 GIs were missing last year in action. One of them, who is still missing in action, his wife, was about to be deported from this country. I'm not going to deport the wife of a fighting serviceman who's missing in action. I'm going to handle it in a humane and compassionate fashion, and we will reward no one. They will have to get at the end of the line, pay a fine, learn English, and we will secure the borders first, and I know how to do that.
Thank you, Senator. Governor Romney, I'm not sure I heard how the senator would remove the 12 million people here illegally. You've called his plan a form of amnesty. What's yours, and how would it encourage illegals to come out of the shadows, sir?
I didn't hear that answer either. And I'd also tell you that all of us on this stage agree, I believe, I don't know about Ron Paul, but I think everybody else agrees, that I just haven't heard your position. I don't mean to be critical, that we secure the border, we have the fence, and we have enough Border Patrol agents to secure the border, and that we have an employment verification system of some kind. But the place of difference between us is what we do with the 12 million people who are here illegally. We all agree that anybody who's committed a crime should be sent home. But I believe that the others who've come here illegally should stand in line with everybody else who wants to come to this country and should not be given a special pathway or a special privilege to be able to stay in this country. And that means that those that are here illegally today would be looked at person by person, given a specific time period by which they arrange their affairs. They stay here during that time period. When that time period is over, they go home, and they get in line with everybody else. There are millions of people around the world who want to come here. We'll do this in a humane and generous way, but we're not going to say to people who've come here illegally, you have a special pathway, a special privilege to become a permanent resident or a citizen. Get in line with everybody else.